Hey, welcome to episode 138, last episode of the decade, cornball status.
138.
Ooh, last episode of the year/decade. You know what I'm saying?
Another year in the books.
Indeed. I mean, we're recording this episode on December 28th. We'll release it on the 29th, a couple more days in the year. But, about to be 2020.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Started this in 2018. It's 2020.
A low energy. We started in the when?
2018 or 2017. That's crazy. That's crazy, though.
His dude Caesar got the year wrong off top. Low energy C's in the building. Spent all his energy on Apex. We made it C's. We're recording this episode at what was the name of the studio? I forgot.
Damn, I don't know.
I forgot. Who? Oh, Vader.
Oh, Vader
yeah,
Studios.
Vader Studios.
That's infamous of the debate show we did.
Yes, the pilots.
Yes, the pilots.
So rough. The homie Traj is over there playing Apex. Mufasa's Taquitos.
Traj, our producer.
Yeah, make sure you follow him on Twitch. Mufasa's Taquitos with a
zero.
Yeah.
Kind of rhymes.
And make sure you follow We Made It C's on Twitch. That's all he cares about. You okay?
I'm excellent. Let's get it cracking. I got some good stuff written down.
Caesar, we'll see. Caesar, you got any New Year's resolutions?
I do.
You don't have to say. If you don't have any, or they're too personal,
I do.
You don't have to say them. I don't want you to start crying.
I don't just cry on the spot like that. I'm working on it as an actor. I have two things I'm looking forward to try to do.
I'm uncomfortable, but go ahead.
One is just like personal health, fitness.
Okay. Stop eating dairy. Okay, cool.
Yeah. I want to get down to 225.
Okay. See, now you're getting to...
And then also I want to go to community college, and I want to take 2 classes. I want to take an acting class and a cooking class.
Okay. This dude right here act like they ain't got YouTube to learn.
I don't want to do that. I want to take a class. I want hands-on experience. I don't want to burn my own kitchen. I'd rather burn some other school's kitchen down.
This dude, you think they got home ec?
You think I got money to practice on foods?
Oh, so stop it. Okay.
Stupid.
This dude whipping the bins right now.
And besides, it's gonna help push my loans back too. I can stop paying for.
There you go. Yeah, that's
and
a real resolutions there. Anyway,
okay, Mr. Judgy. Ugh.
Oh yeah,
that's gross.
I got it from you. We Made It Podcast at WeMadeItPodcast.com. We Made It Podcast on all social media. Make sure you check us out on Instagram. Make sure you check us out on Twitter. Make sure you go to Twitch, We Made It C's. Make sure you go Mufasa Taquitos. Make sure you're following us. You're subscribed on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever. Leave a review, leave a rating. You know what I'm saying? We don't ask for much. We don't ask for anything.
Actually, one more thing. If you guys are in the LA area, LA County, OC area, please stop by the Long Beach Goodwill on 7th Street. They're taking sweaters right now for this winter. I just dropped off a bunch of sweaters today. Honestly, you guys should do it. It's kind of sucks that
I can't believe this dude.
Whenever it's conditions like this, we step outside and it's cold. We kind of always forget about people that live on the street. You know what they're going through. So
I can't believe this guy told this lie. Right?
I donated, but no, I really did. We see my closet. I mean, you'll never come over, but
you don't want me to.
My closet is literally shallow now.
How many shoes you got?
Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
4 pairs.
Sure. Anyway, we got an action-packed episode.
Hey man, come on, for real.
We got an action.
No, for real. Like, seriously though.
Everybody knows how to donate clothes. I'm just joking. Go, stop it. Here you go right now.
You should go get your communist jacket you used to have, the CCCP one.
Oh, the shirt?
Yeah,
I don't know. I think you probably stole it.
Nah, I don't wear mediums.
Anyway, we got an action-packed episode, you know what I'm saying? End of the year episode. Last year, we ended the end of the year on... focus. Last year, we ended the year on transfer ban episode. That was episode 88. Now we're on 138. We can say something?
Wow, that's a whole lot of episodes this year.
Yeah, every year. A lot, bruh. A lot of unreplied emails. But yeah, this episode we're going to be doing our best football moments of 2019, worst football moments of 2019. We're going to talk about has football media improved over the year, or however long. Everybody's doing the decade stuff, and everybody's like, oh, it's the best of the decade. I was like, you know what? We ain't going to do no best of the decade. We're going to do who's your favorite of the decade.
Which I like.
Yeah, like, never forget who's the best, dude. Like, we're going to do who's your favorites. and I got some doozies. And then we're gonna say we're gonna talk.
Ain't the only one.
We'll see. And then we'll be talking about what we're looking forward to in 2020 in the sport, etc. So, Caesar, okay, how many best football moments do you have?
I only have one.
Well, because I put moments. I don't know if you saw that.
I know you saw it, but I was like, this isn't the World Cup year, so I really don't care.
Damn, the whole year happened and you don't care about
Yeah,
nothing?
what, half of one season, half of the other? Meh.
All right.
Because in football,
there was
season
a whole
ends in
Copa
May,
America.
June.
Anyway.
How you know that's not my moment?
Oh, okay.
So now you're over here guessing and you're over here assuming, but go ahead.
No, because you act like you said you didn't care about nothing. Anyway, okay, so Caesar, I got a bunch here, but what's your football moment of the year?
Okay, my one was Brazil winning Copa America. I thought that was awesome, especially without that fool, that rat. He wasn't there.
Damn.
So that's a crowning achievement. I think the number one perception about Brazil is that they can't do anything without Neymar. So they just have to like get on bended knee for him. And they proved they can do without him. And they proved that the biggest thing about Brazil is that almost every top team in the world always has like one Brazilian player on there or a few, and they proved that they have talent that goes from 1 to 22, not just the 10 or whatever.
Showed the strength of the Brazilian league also with Swerverton.
Absolutely, Swerverton
was
balling out for Grêmio. Was not even a top team in Brazil this season.
No.
So still showing. I thought that was remarkable. And now that you mentioned moments, I do have another moment that I thought meant a lot to me. These were the two that I was kind of debating on, but I picked Brazil because I didn't read the whole question correctly. I thought one of my favorite moments was that Liverpool goal against Tottenham when they did the corner kick, the corner kick that went in. Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Was that against Tottenham or Barcelona?
I think it was Barcelona. I'm sorry,
Barcelona.
It's not even like me trying to be anti-Barcelona. I just thought that was a dope goal.
That was very cool.
When that happened, I was like, I kind of yelled. I was like, yo! Like, that was a really cool moment for me. I'm not a Liverpool fan, and I don't care about Barcelona, but they were just walking around like, what happened? That was a dope goal to me. That was a cool moment.
That was a very cool goal. Also, I enjoyed the Copa America as well. I mean, obviously, I was going for Uruguay.
Obviously.
It didn't make me so sad that they lost against Peru, I think it was.
I was bummed for that, too.
Because everybody made their penalty except for Luis Suarez. So, like, he missed the first one, and then, like, everybody else made it. So I'm like, well, they lost because of him. So, whatever.
One guy, too.
Yeah, right? Who needs to sit out 3 months? But, yeah, Copa America was dope. What else? That goal was amazing too. That was very the one against Barcelona. That was pretty
it was a dope goal. Honestly, people kind of forget about that. That was like a moment changing goal, and the fact that match was like Divock Origi saying "What's good."
You feel me?
We were like, "Who is this guy?"
Belgian legend.
This is the guy that we were saying. Remember, he was on Leo like this. It ain't what it all cracked up to be when he was balling out against America. He said, "What's popping though?"
That's what I'm saying. The last time he balled out was against America
in the 14 World Cup,
right? Okay, well, I have a few here. I thought one of the best moments of the year, even though I didn't really love this thing that much, but I thought it was good that they did it, was the MLS Black History Month video, the roundtable they did.
It's a moment?
See, look at this guy right here. Look at this guy right here.
I thought you meant like on the pitch.
I mean, it's a football moment. It's just about the sport. You know what I'm saying?
So you had a favorite segment of the year.
Okay, anyway, I thought even though we did spend about 40 minutes talking about it, and we tried to tell the people involved that we did, and nobody cared. But although I didn't love what they did, because I thought it could have been a lot better, I did like that they did that.
Okay.
And they had skipped it the year before, and they had done one the year before that. So that was dope. Also, I thought another moment that was really dope was us connecting with Tiki Talka Podcast.
Oh yeah, that was cool. That was fun.
We did our first international show.
We did. That was fun.
And that was, I mean, it seems like they're kind of done now, but, you know, that was fun. It was fun while it lasted, you know, tweeting to them and having a connection. Caesar did, was the Fistic Arts podcast with Jeff.
That was a lot of fun, too.
Yeah, and y'all had the group chat talking about UFC and stuff. So that's dope. Oh, man. This moment happened, whenever it happened right here in this studio, Invader Studios. Neymar WhatsApp drama.
Ooh, that was legendary.
That was legendary.
That was the best. That's the best thing Neymar ever did while injury.
That's the only time I ever cared that much about Caesar being Brazilian. Like, it's the
You're
only
like, thank God
time-
I can translate.
I'm like, thank God.
And I don't be doing the article translate. I do like what it really means.
Yeah, I'm like, this dude is reading them verbatim, and that's a lot of fun. The only time I care, this dude's Brazilian. Reading Neymar, you all right, dog? Because you doing a lot right now.
See stars right now from that cough.
Yo, let me turn the fan on. What's wrong with you?
Probably the flu.
Oh, come on, man. Anyway,
Just kidding. I didn't take the flu shot. I don't got the flu.
flu shot.
You feel me?
Anyway, this is gonna sound very haterish, but one of the things that I thought was because there was a narrative around this transfer that it wasn't a big deal for this team. I thought it was a good moment. Whatever, it wasn't a best moment, but it was like this shows that this player is like amazing and he's needed and he's essential. When Real Madrid lost to Ajax in Champions League, it showed the importance of Ronaldo.
I think so.
And the media definitely was trying to act like it wasn't a big deal. They're like, oh, why is Real Madrid struggling? I'm
it was
like,
time
are
for
you
him to
kidding
go,
me?
and then his wages too out of the
I'm
permanent.
like, they're literally trying to act like, I don't know why they're playing that bad. Like, are you kidding me?
You know why?
Like, you don't want to say that he's amazing.
And no one wanted to talk about how much of a bust that Bale contract was then.
Oh God, yeah, that was another thing too.
Because they were like, "Oh, you got to make room for Bale money," and then now Bale's gonna have all this free roam to play his style.
He's gonna be the top goal scorer on the team. Literally nothing happened with Bale.
Only Benzema was like, "All right, cool."
Yeah, and it took him a whole season after to do that. So yeah, Real Madrid lost in Champions League to Ajax, and like, not like I wanted to see them lose necessarily, but it was like this is forcing these people, even though I don't know if they did after that or not, to talk about how essential Ronaldo was to that team, and he was the leader and he was their best player.
Which they do.
Random, but another good moment for me was France canceling Coupe de la Ligue. Look, we got to cut back on fossil fuel usage. You know what I'm saying? All that traveling around and all that gas filling up for that meaningless cup. Although it does have a cool trophy, I'm glad that they canceled that tournament. And then the biggest football moment, although it's not necessarily a football moment, but it comes out of the number one footballing nation in the world, and we definitely talked about it on this podcast.
China.
Lula getting out of jail. You know what I mean? A great moment, you know what I mean? Because we talked about Lula a lot on this podcast. We put his picture on the joint a couple times.
Victor Bolsonaro getting stabbed.
Yo. But I thought that was a great moment. Anyway, Caesar... You know, it's funny. Actually, I can't remember what episode it was when we talked about him. We talked about him maybe going to jail. We were talking about the dude in Barcelona who went to Belgium, escaped to Belgium, was saying he want to run the province on Skype. We were like, look, Lula, don't do that.
Yeah, no, that'd be whack. If he's
leave.
like, I'm in San Diego right now, I can't go there. I'm like, no, you better take your ass back down and go to jail.
Yeah, dog.
Serve it just do it. I respect you so much more. Don't be on Voodoo talking to everybody or Omegle, whatever. Talking to running Brazil.
Don't be on chat roulette talking to people.
Don't be.
You said Omegle.
Don't be on chat roulette.
You said Omegle.
Don't be in Omegle restricted chat. Trying to rule Brazil, dog.
No, yo. He went to jail like a real one, and then he got out like a real one, too.
Yeah. He served his time next to Gucci. I respect that.
Exactly. Okay, Caesar. Some of your worst football moments. I guess you only got one, but your worst football moments 2019.
Okay. My worst football moment of 20, like hands down, was the Inter Milan match in which you could hear the fans doing the racist chants in the background.
What kind of chants were they doing?
They were doing...
I mean, no, not you don't got to reenact
the monkey chants. They were doing the monkey chants. I just thought that was really whack because it's different.
The ones against Lukaku.
Yeah, I thought it was really whack because it's different when they say they was reported. But when you actually hear it, like, on the ESPN telecast, like, honestly, I was always thinking to myself, like, if I had a kid right there, I'm like, damn, would I close his ears or what would I do? Like, it's just so, like, it's just sad. Like, I can only imagine like the explanations you'd have to give to like a minor, like who like loves people. Like, what's going on there? Why are they? What's a?
They think you're an ape. That's why they're doing. Yeah. They think you're an ape, Johnny.
Are they dumb? Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Some of the worst football moments was I'm coming up with this one right now.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't like the Gelson Martins trade to Atletico Madrid. You know, Diego Simeone moving him. I thought that was kind of whack. And then he ended up getting loaned out anyways. I mean, moved. The transfer. I thought that was a great player, especially in that Real Madrid match against Sporting Lisbon. He was really showing his stuff out there and balling out.
Gelson Supermarket
So much
is a
talent.
baller. It was a
He
mistake.
had, I think, a brace last week, too, for Monaco. So
Mistake for him to go to Atleti.
so many players mistake. João Felix feeling it.
Joao Felix, you can hear him crying right now if you
Like-
pay attention.
On a bed of cash, though.
I don't know how much money he makes. It was a big transfer. I don't know how much he's making, though. He could have made more somewhere else, I'm sure.
Like wage-wise?
Yeah. Okay, Caesar. Now, I got some worst football moments here. You know I got a bunch. Oh, let me pull up this article first. Although, I'm saying worst football moment.
I have one more, sorry.
Okay. Good.
I mean, I know you have 14 to go. Jesus. I didn't like the whole Diego Costa saga at the end of the Atletico Madrid. Diego Costa versus Gabriel Paulista. You remember that against the Arsenal match when he was like getting all wild?
That was like 2 years ago.
Was it 2 years ago?
Caesar, he plays for Atletico Madrid now.
Was it 2 years ago?
Caesar, that was like 2 years ago.
Okay.
What the hell's wrong with you?
Well, he can go to hell.
Yo, dog, you're wilding out right now. That was like 2 years ago.
Time flies.
Caesar need to take a nap, yo. Like, for real. You're wilding out right now. Okay, Caesar. This is a football, but it's not the same football. Worst football moment 2019, one of them. That Clemson White House dinner with the damn fast food.
You're literally banned.
Caesar, we talked about
You're
it on the show.
banned.
We talked about it
You
on the
just
show.
abused the system.
We talked about it on the
You're
show.
a cheater.
We
You're a
talked
liar
about
and a cheater.
We talked about it on the show. So that was one of the worst football moments. Can you imagine winning a national championship? School out of South Carolina.
You see that picture we tweeted of DeAndre Hopkins playing for Clemson basketball?
No.
It's pretty cool. Yeah, that was disgusting. They were eating like Wendy's.
Yeah.
How the mighty have fallen.
Although I do remember Caesar saying Wendy's is expensive.
It is a little more expensive, but it's
Or
pretty
maybe
cheap.
it was
actually.
Carl's Jr.
No, Carl's Jr. expensive. That's rich. That's rich people's fast food. I mean, anybody who's been any kind of gutter walked by all three of those are not going to Carl's Jr. first. So they got $20 in their pocket. You'd be going, you got $6, but like, oh, I'm going to McDonald's. I'm getting a whole bunch. Carl's Jr. would be like, all right, well, this sandwich is $6.95, but if you want the drink and the fries, it's gonna be $9. Like $9. Damn. Don't they have the $6 burger there? That's a lot of money, dog.
Damn. Okay.
Shout out to the gutter babies.
Straight goblin goons.
Dead ass. Carl's Jr. is a rich folk fast food. That's where Elon Musk have food at.
That was in January. Also in January 2019, tragic death, plane crash of Emiliano Sala.
Yes.
That was terrible.
Oh, my goodness.
January of 2019. Something you just never really think about happening. I mean, obviously Chapecoense, whatever.
That was even more insane.
Yeah, but this was like he was taking like a personal flight, like to his new team, like from Nantes to Cardiff, and literally the plane
They finally
crashed.
settled on a wage thing.
I didn't see it. I got
It was
tired
like
looking
it
at
was like $12 million. They paid like $3 million or something like that.
I can't remember.
That's
But it was
wild.
like the highest transfer for Cardiff too. And I watched Emiliano Sala play many games in Ligue 1. Obviously, I watch a lot of Ligue 1. So like I was fairly familiar with him. So that was crazy. Another tragedy that happened in February 2019 was that fire at Flamengo. The youth at the youth academy. 10 of the youth players passed and 3 were injured, and one of them was like a goalie that was definitely getting looked at by big clubs.
That's crazy because you didn't think it could have been something like Vinicius or Lincoln and there, those players.
Yeah,
And it wasn't. Thank goodness.
yeah.
These boys coming up.
Okay, we'll see. Okay, so Caesar, do you remember the Haiti Mexico the Gold Cup match where it was like the penalty at the end and we were like really upset about it? Do you remember that?
I think so.
Okay, but we had like talked about how shameful it was. I actually went to look at the replay of it and I was like, oh damn, that was a penalty. Like this whole time, we went off during the match.
Yeah.
Like after that match, I was like, I'm not watching Gold Cup no more. That was bullshit. It's ridiculous. Today, I was like, okay, let me see that play again so I can get mad about it again. Oh, damn, actually, he did actually kick him in the leg, actually. I'm like, damn, dog.
But you know though, why though?
Yeah, but maybe there was something else after that. I can't remember, but there was some reason we thought it was shameful. But maybe we were wrong. I also put the Cagliari and Lukaku incident that happened in September. Yeah, it was really a shame to hear those monkey chants on the live broadcast. It was very shameful the way the commentator guy.
The commentator handled it terrible.
He didn't really even. He was like, well, I can't remember what he said, but it was very whack. I remember listening to Matteo Benetti after trying to be fake mad. You know what they're.
It was crazy hearing those sounds, and then like they pan the camera to Lukaku's just staring at the crowd. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
it was kind of like a chilling moment. Like, oh goodness, man, they gotta. Oof.
I remember Matteo Benetti talking about how he's so enraged and what they need to do, and he was saying the exact same stuff that they already say. And I remember,
get answers.
And I remember, I was scouring BN to see if they were going to talk about it. They did not talk about that. Every freaking thing is they're talking about it everywhere. BN Sports USA did not talk about it. And then we tweeted about that. And 3 weeks later, George talking about, oh yeah, I saw that tweet. Damn, dog, for real? I'm still like, damn, dog, like... 3 weeks later, and then we named that episode 3 weeks later.
Yeah.
After that, it wasn't 3 weeks. It was like 18 days. It was basically 3 weeks. But yeah, that was terrible. Also, speaking on the racism, I want to say this just happened like the other day. A new worst moment. Your boy Paul Pogba talking about he want to stand up against racism. This dude had some wristbands made that said no to racism and we are one, and like passed them out to try to stand up against racism. Talking about, I've been thinking about doing this for a long time, is to give support to all the players and show that black, white, Chinese, or whatever, who you are, there's only one race. I'm like, dog, you talking about trying to fight against racism with damn wristband, homie? Like, and then he had the audacity to say, okay, we're hearing things every week. We keep seeing it in a lot of stadiums again and again. It is ignorance. I don't want to be a political guy. I'm like, okay, what do you mean you don't want to be political? Yeah, we know, because your thing is to damn pass out some wristbands,
yeah.
dog.
He's trying to get Livestrong on.
You feel me? I'm like, what the hell? They probably got Nike symbols on them.
Adidas.
But yeah, very whack.
Pogba.
Yeah, but and like that wasn't that bad, but whatever. It was kind of whack. Any other worst moments you can think of? Since you only had one. No.
Yeah.
Okay, Caesar. Question. We made a podcast.com, by the way.
Always.
Do you think that in this last year or however much time, the football media has improved?
I give this a lot of thought. I absolutely don't think so at all. I think football media, to say football media is improving would be more about discussing how like culture has changed. And I think the football media is so in tie with what's going on and with the culture right now with social media and the internet and what's going on with how news is being reported on that aspect. I think football media is just along the lines with that. They're not being really introspective. They're not diving into topics. They're not evaluating situations to come up with resolve. They're reporting situations, and these people called pundits, what they're doing is like they're not talking about how to resolve issues. They're all repeating each other, and they're just saying like what happened, and then they make a judgy comment about it. They're so quick to judge what they think is somebody acting wrong, but they never have a good judgment about when people are behaving wrong and how they should behave differently. It's always easy for them to grab those clickbait articles talking about, why this player didn't pass the ball or why he's this and this. But when it comes to someone going through real life stuff that fans are doing to players, they don't have any answers. Suddenly there are a lot of these amazing opinions and options they have that they're getting paid racks for.
Yeah. I feel you.
Whoa. California.
Doggy. One of the things, I mean, obviously, like, the situation with racism, honestly, it's gotten worse. I feel like this season,
especially wild,
especially in England, like it's turned up. Like they do not, even though
that game was weird, yo. That was a weird game.
Even though actually this year, it was like earlier this year, we did talk about Son from Tottenham getting racially abused, and that just happened again. We already know that's terrible, but another thing was just what happened recently with Messi in the Clasico just not showing up, and then the next week scoring like a goal against whoever it was, like some lowly team in La Liga, and just getting rode so hard. I'm like, yo, dog, like Caesar already said y'all do that all the time. Y'all gonna do it after he said it?
Do it.
Like, come on, yo.
I was like, watch, they're gonna play Alaves next week. He's gonna talk about how he's the GOAT. He's the greatest thing ever seen in history. But when we watch this Clasico, he's a damn ghost.
He's regular as hell. He's ghosting it.
That'd be like if LeBron was out here off ESPN just murdering the Grizzlies and all this, and there's all of a sudden the NBA Christmas come or the game on TNT and he's just going 10 points.
Score 12 points. Yeah, exactly. Also, two things I noted was that like, it's the same exact people on ESPN FC, which I don't really watch like that, but like I mean it's the same people this year. And
different host dudes.
And
they suck. One of the host dude that they had one host dude who doesn't even watch the sport. Like they were asking him about him, and then he like didn't even know, and they were like clowning him. And then when they brought up a Ronaldo topic, they already knew he would be a Ronaldo hater. Like they were like making jokes like, "Oh, he comes with this." I'm like, you can't do this.
So
what's the hiring process?
Literally,
that's literally you can't. You're supposed to be a host, supposed to be impartial. What happened to the rules of like debate shows and speech? Did they ever take a speech and debate class?
Literally, we did a pilot episode of debate style, and it's better than that shit.
Oh my goodness!
And also, like this year, like this season year, BN has completely cut back like all their stuff. They only have the extra on the weekends now, and then they do Sports Burst on Facebook Live every day, and it's lame. And they don't even talk about the real issues. Rudiger just got racially abused. It's crazy. Everybody's talking about it. Sports Burst.
I can't really talk about it. That was huge. It was so big.
Humongous.
It was a big.
What were they doing? I don't even know.
So basically,
tell me about it, honestly, because I didn't watch the match. I don't even know.
In the match,
someone got a red card or something like that.
Someone got a red card a while before that, but they were getting murked. I mean, it was like they got murked. I think it was 4-0, right? I think that match. I think it was 4-0. I forgot.
2-0, I think.
Okay, I guess it was 2-0. And it was just like they were just passing the ball around because it was over. Like you could tell, like there was no drive on the Tottenham side. Like it was just dead, you know. And Chelsea's in Tottenham, like doing like passing it around, and Rudiger like had kicked the ball, and then you just heard like you can't really hear it on the broadcast, but you like see something's going on back there. And then the commentator was going hard, man. He was going hard. He was like, "This is like disgusting." He was like,
they're in the stadium.
Yeah, he was like, "This is." I mean, especially it's NBC, so they're in there. Yeah. He's like, "This is disgusting." He was like, "It's ridiculous. Like to come out of White Hart Lane to like this place, and this is what's going on. It's like it's a damn shame." He was like, "In all my years covering, like I've never heard a stadium announcement in Premier League saying like, hey, like y'all are being racist. It's unacceptable." He's like, it's like grade school. Like they're telling kids like you can't be doing that. Do you know what they were saying? No, I don't know what they were saying. You couldn't hear what they were doing. You couldn't hear. Thank goodness.
Oh, okay.
That's why. Thinking about the worst moment to me was Lukaku incident because I
you
heard it, yeah. And I thought like I was like thinking in my head of the impressions, like you know, like and I was like,
we've impersonated him personally before.
I was like, yo, it's legit on the broadcast, like those odd. He was that loud and picked up the field mics. That's crazy. Yeah. But in that match, it was really awkward. But I was thinking to myself too. I'm like, that's crazy that they're doing it at Rudiger. And like, here's Tottenham coming up possession with 5 guys. Like they did that, and then like a minute later, like 2 black players subbed in, like no Dembele, and I'm like, y'all look stupid.
Well,
like,
they don't care.
Yeah, I'm like, they don't care. I'm like, Davis Sanchez over here making a brilliant run. I told you about playing fullback basically. I'm like, it was just dumb. It was just dumb. Like dumb as in the sense like that was like such stupid fandom. Like
it's really whack too because Tottenham is also like kind of a hood team.
Tottenham is the hood team, but it's also a super diverse team. I mean, we're talking like they got a damn South Korean dudes on their top players,
the top
player. So it's like, what are y'all doing out here?
I don't know. It's very
When
unfortunate.
did Tottenham fans?
And they also have a Jewish owner, and
Yeah,
they get talked about
like,
that.
when did Tottenham fans become like entitled? I'm like y'all
And
are
racist.
Y'all supposed to be
racist.
Yeah, y'all are supposed to be like the ghetto goblins.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. But
Under Armour jerseys. Like, what happened?
And literally, Sports Burst showed up with Drake Cordero and Eric Krakauer and did not talk about it.
That's crazy.
Literally did not talk about it. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh snap! I'm gonna watch today because I want to see what they got to say about Rudiger, and they didn't bring it up.
And to me, it even tells you it's even more telling psychologically if Tottenham was up 4-0. And then they were also doing those chants. Mm-hmm. I'm like, damn, that's like messed up. Like y'all really feeling like this, but like you were getting your ass beat, and you had a red card, and your team was playing ass, and Harry Kane kept passing more, but you spent all this money getting Jose Mourinho, so it's like this is like what's going on, and like the fans, I'm like, oh, this has been a rough year. You're losing, and then your fans resort to being racist. I'm like, y'all just like whack. Like,
I'm gonna see because I wanted to see. They didn't even talk. They didn't even have it in the description. I didn't watch the next day. Sports Burst. What's his name was on there? George DeMatteis was on there, and I wonder if they talked about it that day. It doesn't say that they did, so whatever. They talk about Liverpool and Leicester game. So yeah, I mean, honestly, like I just thought that that's so whack. It's like shows that the football media is getting way worse because they're just ignoring the important topics, and this is all we got. Like BN is the only dedicated soccer channel in America, and like the biggest thing that happened did not cover it. Want to talk about Real Madrid versus some random team or some rando stuff?
Barcelona be Espanol, like
like Atletico Madrid. Like who cares? Nobody cares about Atletico.
For real.
What the hell?
It's like the veil is starting to show about Atletico. I'm like, are y'all done trying to pretend like Atletico was like a real thing?
Like nobody.
It was
cares.
cute. They had
talk about Rudiger getting monkey chants in EPL.
They had a cute title win that was cute a few years ago, like 2014.
Talk about Rudiger, 2017. Damn, he came out and said that Italy's racist.
And now he's playing England.
Moved to Chelsea in
England.
Daggone. Unbelievable, dude. Like, how do you not talk about that? How do you not just be like, hey, yeah, it was really sad. I watched, what's the name? What did he say? Oh, this was in the extra. Okay, so they didn't talk about it on Sports Burst, which is like their daily show, whatever. On the extra, they're showing the highlights of Chelsea-Tottenham. All Drake Cordero, they're showing the highlight package. He's like, oh yeah, and there was a alleged racial abuse against Rudiger.
Alleged?
Literally, like they're breaking down the match after, like they're talking about the game. Gary or Rongan, whoever else it was on there, did not bring up the Rudiger situation. All that was said about it was there was alleged racial abuse. That's all Drake Cordero said.
It's funny because the talking point for that match wasn't that like it wasn't about Tottenham losing like on 2-0 when some red card, like we kind of all forgot about that because everybody just immediately kept talking about the race incident because it's like, dude, it doesn't matter the result. Like this is a team not doing well in Premier League right now. It's a Chelsea team that's like sitting around close to 4. The real talking point is that they're in this arena and they were doing these racist chants for Rudiger. It's ridiculous.
Caesar, this is no cap right now.
The commentator was saying, also one more thing. The commentator was, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
The commentator was saying, like, Premier League is seen as like the standard league for everything, from VAR to what you call. So he's like, this is a disgusting moment, and he's like, now he's like now it's incumbent on Premier League to show the other leagues what to do because no one else is gonna do anything unless Premier League kind of does it first because it's not UEFA runs the rule. Like Premier League does it, then they go, okay, we'll all do it too. So Premier League, if they go hard, it could make it. Other leagues might go hard too.
Caesar, in Spain, and I want to say in the Championship in England recently. Okay, I think it was Rayo Vallecano. I think it was one of them Spanish teams in the match. There's some Ukrainian player from Kiev. Like
I heard about this. Yeah, I read this.
They're calling him a Nazi, and they shut the match down.
Yeah,
and I think this just happened in the championship too. The fans are calling somebody a Nazi, and they stopped the match. So, damn.
I was thinking when I saw that. It's funny. It's crazy. I was reading this report about the match ending. I was like, damn. Then I was like, they probably went all out with the monkey chair. I was like, this is the one right here. I click on the article. I was like, huh? What? I was like, wait a minute. Like, this is like, wait a minute. For like, what was going on with black players in the world? It was strike 400. This dude strike one. They walking out the match.
Okay, Caesar, I'm gonna try to find this really quick. I hate to do this on the episode. I think because I know that one was in Spain. In the Segunda.
It was.
And I want to say it was Rayo Vallecano. Because I looked up the player too. And it was some dude. He used to play for Dynamo Kiev. And then the fans are calling him a Nazi. And they shut the match down. And I want to say this is in the daggone.
I retweeted it.
I'm
checking my Twitter.
Wait, retweeted which one?
I retweeted that incident happening.
The one in championship or the one that was in
England, Spain.
Okay, I know that one, but I think this one was in the championship also, or it could have been in the third division.
In the Spain one, they canceled the match.
Yeah, and this one too in England. Damn, where is it? Oh, come on, dude. Damn. You know what? Let me look it up because I want to figure this out. Match canceled. Calling. Oh God, I can't type. I never do this.
You calling me?
I just want to see. Okay, so yeah, it was Rayo Vallecano and Albacete. Some dude rolling.
Yeah, Albacete. Yeah. Like, oh, he's called a Nazi. Man, we gotta lose our mind. But all these monkey chants, hey, just like, it's all good, dog. We'll just one player walk out, we'll sub him out or something like that.
We'll just talk about it.
We'll just talk. But this, they damn shut the whole joint down.
Yeah.
They said y'all gotta go home.
All right, I can't find it. Damn. Well, it happened in Spain too, but anyway,
that was whack.
Yeah, I'm just like, damn, dog, you're calling this dude a Nazi, and he probably is. And
that's not even like a race. It's like
it's
like an extreme political view.
He's probably posting stuff online. They're seeing it. And they're like, we don't want Nazis on our team.
Yeah,
freaking cornball shit. Anyway, yeah, football media has definitely gotten worse. We're getting better, but we're just waiting for our shot, but not waiting passively, putting this shit out there.
Not passively,
but yeah. BN has just gotten so whack. Like, honestly, like...
Yeah, when they were losing those TV rights deals, I was like, damn, how'd they keep paying them?
Honestly, there was a lot of people I remember seeing saying, like, yo, does La Liga not want to grow in America? They need to get off BN. Like, people were like, yo, like, why would you stay on BN? Because it's not available in all the markets, and it's just kind of lame, honestly. And I'm like, damn, dog, like... I don't know, like... I don't know what the actual purpose of being is, like, but it's like you're getting money from Qatar, like they can't cut the check. Like, what's the deal? I know there was a blockade and some other shit, but then they basically lifted it. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, okay, Caesar.
Yes.
Let's get some of your favorite players of the decade. Now, first, let me know how many you have, so we can see how much we're gonna go back. Because I don't have like a 11. I just got a few. It could be 11, but I didn't really do it like that. I just picked some guys. Damn, you got a lot. Holy shit.
I'm almost 30.
Whoa! Jeez. Well, you did start watching after me. I have, let me see. 1, 2, 3. I mean, yeah, that's what I meant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I have 9. You
studied on me in the other categories. I had to go hard in this one.
Okay, I have 9. So, do you want to just do all your... No, let's go back and forth. Okay, Caesar just vanished on your boy right now. Hold on, let me put the camera... Guys, I just want to let you guys know I was traumatized by Caesar's phone a couple weeks ago or a week ago. I was traumatized by seeing someone on Caesar's phone. I'm not gonna say it, but I was traumatized.
I only want to be traumatized.
Okay, so what do you want to do? You want to go back and forth?
Until I did separate mine into attacker, midfield, defender.
Okay.
How about you name? Are yours just all over the place?
Yeah, I
just do yours first. I'll do mine after.
No, because we're gonna have some overlap.
Huh?
Okay, you know what? Okay, you know what? Okay. I'll just go. So you want me to do
more anyway? So
okay, so we should do all mine right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and start with the. Should I do my number one guy first or last? You know what I'm saying?
Last.
Okay, I'll save him. One of the dudes. Now, Caesar, you're gonna think that I'm being funny right now, but like, even like, it's not like I ever loved this player, and he's a goalie. But like,
whoa, I'm already lost.
I love that I was able to give him a nickname, and also like I got to give him credit for thugging out Zlatan in that game, Manchester City versus PSG. Ho Hart, not like a favorite on the field, but I just like it brought me joy to see him get chipped by Dries Mertens at times.
Listen to this. Who are your best favorite players of the decade? Bam's number one named player. First named players.
Favorite. And favorite, it don't mean what reason. It was very nice to see him go from City to Torino. Like, I love that. That made me happy.
To Sky Sports.
to Burnley. But to his credit as a goalie, I actually thought he was a decent goalie. I seen him thug out Zlatan. Caesar, dog. I looked at the highlights of that Manchester City PSG 2 legs. They don't even show Zlatan's penalty getting saved in the highlights.
What?
I think Zlatan got this shit taken down, dog.
Yeah, that's the biggest part.
I had to go find, because I was like, Caesar, I was like, damn, didn't he have a... I'm like, have I been tripping this whole time? I'm pretty sure that he got a penalty
Who
save.
does the highlights on that one?
It's too old. Like, it's just like random. But I'm like, yo, dog, like, didn't he have a penalty save? I had to go find the clip of just the penalty save. And I remember that chip he tried to do and Ho Hart grabbed out of the air, and you can't even find that no more.
Yeah.
So I had to put
mass media monster Zlatan said no. I'm
got them Russian troll bots.
Trying to get this Milan check.
You feel me? So yeah, my favorite goalie. Well, I had to get one goalie. My favorite was Ho Hart. I don't know if he's still in Burnley or not, but now let me get into the real ones. Favorite player? Oh, one of the dudes I love to watch play. I'm sure you have him too. DJ Eskimo City, the coolest DJ on the
motherfucking planet.
Whoa, okay, I was gonna bleep it. My boy
become Burnley.
Yes, my boy Isco. Oh gosh, man, I remember watching Isco play and just being like, "Wow, this dude is insane and literally like the best midfielder after Messi." And it made me so happy because I remember one time. This is something that's very old, but I remember I would scour the YouTube for Cavani stuff, and I remember they did like Cavani, like who we would pick for his like best 5, and this was like 2014 or something like that, or 2013, and he picked Isco way back then. He had Isco and Kondobia. Kondobia was on Monaco at the time.
That's random.
Yeah, but like it shows like even back then, like the people that know like other players like knew how good he was.
Yeah.
Isco is such a joy to watch. One of the best players, like when it comes to just like pure footballing ability and just determination and beauty, physically and playing wise. My boy Isco. Another one. Is this Real Madrid centric? A little bit. Had to put the legend, the number 1 African American, Ronaldo. Caesar. Caesar. We were vindicated. We did the episode about Ronaldo being like an American athlete, and that's why like he gets hated on in Europe. Caesar, when he dunked that header, all you see is like basketball stuff. Yeah. How high he's jumping, treating him like an American athlete. Vindicated. That was last year sometime we did that.
Old news, dog.
Yeah. They're treating him like they're talking about his athletic ability as like an American athlete.
No,
and we literally said that over a year ago.
Yeah. Old news, bud.
Old news. Ronaldo, one of my favorite players to watch. I mean, I just
out of New York.
I just love players that are like super passionate and want to win at all costs and just like work so hard, you know? Shame his charges. They're not going to taint his career, but kind of like Kobe Bryant, like he had a similar situation and similar styles of players in their determination, and they don't got no friends. But I think Kobe don't have no friends, but I think
Uzi Vert right there.
Huh? I don't know. If y'all hear any water in the back, it's a tragic star. It's tragic
Waterfall.
magic. It's a turtle.
Waterfall.
But yeah,
you guys like those scented ones? Remember you had those, the scented ones?
Yeah,
those scented waterfalls.
Okay. But yeah, I'm not gonna go into all his stats and everything, but it's just like such a pleasure to watch somebody with that level of athleticism and ability, and just like remind you of an American athlete.
Oh yeah, I was watching a video of him with the tennis player Divock I forgot how to say his name. He was showing them how to jump properly.
Yeah.
He's like jumping off each leg to train them. This guy's really does workouts.
For real. Another Real Madrid player. I mean, it sucks that I'm doing it like this, but I mean, I almost feel like I discovered this guy. Young Nacho Fernandez. Nobody was talking about Nacho before me. Nobody. Nacho, the like literally one of the most talented. Caesar, you've already talked about how amazing he is in practice.
He's a baller.
One of the most talented
Shutdown machine.
One of the most talented players. 2-footed, super smart, huh?
Like on practice, he's like a combination of like defender and Pele. He's out there doing attacks. I'm like, Jesus, dude.
Like Nacho is so
putting moves.
Like Nacho is so good. Like, and I'll never forget all the talk. Oh, Aubameyang so fast, Aubameyang, and I watched Nacho run Aubameyang down.
Aubameyang had the ball.
No, he did not have the ball. He did not have the ball because I would mention that. He literally ran stride for stride and ran past Aubameyang.
Okay, but I know who's faster than Nacho, though.
I mean, I'm sure that, of course, there's
Yeah,
players.
Adebayor is faster than him.
Okay, of course, there's players that's faster than them, but I'm just saying, back then, we were talking about, Aubameyang so fast. Nacho was like, let me show you that Spain ain't that far from Africa either.
Him too, though.
Oh, stop. What are you talking? You don't even remember. But yeah, Nacho's been a joy to watch. He can play center back, right back, left back. He's playing left back right now, putting in cross with his left foot. Dimers.
Blondie. Blonde hair, too.
Putting dimers in with his left foot like it's nothing. Amazing player. One of my favorites. Caesar's going to sound random, but I do remember the World Cup, the 2018 World Cup, and I do remember watching South Korea versus Germany, and the goalie for South Korea was saving everything. Jo Hyung Woo, who plays for one of them teams in South Korea. This dude, you remember when South Korea won that match and Germany left? This dude was a baller, saving everything.
Who are you, dog?
Favorite players of the decades. Favorites is not best. Another one. I'm gonna take this guy out.
I don't remember you like mentioning him ever, except for right now. How's that your favorite player of the decade?
One of my favorites.
You never even mentioned him before.
That's definitely not true.
What episode?
58 or 7.
50 lies.
Another player that I really.
I thought you said went from episode 80 to something.
Decade, homie.
Oh,
decade.
Okay.
That's 10 years, bruh.
Is it?
Another player, still to this day, my favorite international tournament, the 2015 Copa America. One of the players that was lighting it up, balling. One of my favorites of that tournament, Valdivia.
Oh yeah, Federico.
Gosh. This dude literally out there showing what a real number 10 is. He ain't playing no defense. He was dropping dimers in Chile. Won that tournament.
I'm glad that you're not the only one thing that one of my favorite Instagram channels, Doente Sports, the Brazilian soccer channel, they posted a picture of him recently, like playing in that tournament.
Palmeiras legend.
Yeah, relax, but Palmeiras legend. But they were saying like they posted a picture of him in that tournament. They were like, he's like, people often forget the magic of the Magic Man in Portuguese. I was like, he was literally the Magic Man. He was silky,
dude.
dog.
Like, honestly, I want to watch that 2015 Copa America again.
Me too. That'd be fun to watch.
Yeah.
Then you have a DVD set.
Like that. Like Valdivia was like 30 or something, 29. He's playing in like the Qatar or something like that, and he was just thugging it out, like showing like a real number 10.
Oh yeah. Super silky.
R.I.P. Alexis Sanchez. I got 2 more here. Oh, actually, I got 3. Another player we both love. Young, underrated, underappreciated Colombian baller by the name of Square.
Oh, it's on my list too.
I mean, what are you even doing? I remember that. Oh, Dybala. He's the most talented player in
Even
Serie A.
James.
Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Square Young Cuadrado is one of the best players in the world. Utility man.
Who would ever thought he's a utility man too? You look at him and your first highlight clip, be like, this guy's just about bringing the sauce. He out there putting defense in Italy, dog.
In Italy, playing forward, midfielder, and right back. Like, are you kidding me? Probably play left back too.
Probably play all the backs.
You can put him at center back.
He probably would be a good left back. Sorry, I stretched my leg.
Relax. Just underappreciated and such a baller. It's been a joy to watch. I remember watching him. I think it was at Fiorentina. Oh, he was a baller. He got a lot better with his left foot too, putting in goals with that left foot, skipping them in there. Amazing player. 2 more, Caesar. But back up. Another dude. Oh man, I just remember this guy, journeyman. Loan him here, loan him there, loan him everywhere. But I remember watching him for his national team, and I remember for a short amount of time watching him play at his parent club, the Arsenal. And I'm like, this dude is the best player on that team. Young Joel Campbell.
Oh, yeah. Joel.
One of my favorite players. Baller. I remember last season, they had him at Betis. I watched Valencia versus Betis. Joel Campbell came in, got like an assist and a goal in like 20 minutes or something crazy like that.
I remember I always thought he was tired. He never was. He just kept going.
Oh yeah, he just seems like he's exhausted all the time. He's just such a baller, and just for whatever reason, because he's never fit in anywhere.
So good.
Now he's playing for Club Leon, and they're playing the best football because they got Joel Campbell.
What if he's like, is this how it's like playing regular minutes?
Seriously, he's like, damn, I don't want to do all
We've
that.
been loaned
I
out
actually
for
am
years.
tired.
Yeah.
Last but not least, I've only been watching this sport for about 5 years or so. And, going on 6 years. This dude just stuck out to me. I think I remember watching him play, and I'm like, damn, who is that guy? Like, he's everywhere. He just don't stop. He's a baller. Such a great athlete, and just never stops running, and just clinical and a baller. And then I found out he's from the Canada of South America, the Canada of Latin America.
Brazil.
He's a humble man from humble beginnings, great hair. He's divorced. He got kids. He's a legend at a club in Italy. He's a legend at PSG, all-time scorer for PSG, even though, Zlatan was there. The best number 9 ever, Edinson Cavani.
Edison Electricity.
Literally from Salto, Uruguay, right across the river from Argentina. The second largest city in Uruguay, which means it only has 300,000 people.
Damn shame.
And, I mean, I'm like just one of the players that they just want to hate on him because he's from Uruguay, and it's like, oh, there's no reason to and he's never played in EPL.
World Cup champion before. They definitely won championships in soccer too, which is crazy.
Yeah, he's won Copa America. I mean, I just never watched a player like that complete as a center forward, like in these times. Like, I'm sure like Ronaldo Fenomeno is like amazing too. I never watched him, and that was a different time,
Yeah.
But like as of right now, like just a number 9 who's like great in the air, great with both feet, will run back and play defense, good passer, decent enough dribbler, unselfish, just die for the team.
Yeah.
Like, and humble. This is a dude, when he land on them planes in Montevideo, be taking the bus to Salto.
Okay, this is a good wrestling hype.
They be taking pictures of him. He's on the bus with the regular people. He got millions. He's sitting on M&Ms. And
Allegedly.
He just take the bus right with everybody else. He's a regular guy. Although I did see him ride in a helicopter.
Okay, now you're done.
But it's a 2-person helicopter.
Yeah, but still Rex.
I mean, it's a 2-person helicopter. It's one of them ratchet helicopters, not the one that they were shooting people in Brazil.
Hey, man!
But he's riding with his shirt off too. He's a real one in the helicopter. And he also is a horticulturalist. He cares about the environment. He does eat meat, but
He's a nice jump shot. Remember that? PSG.
Amazing athlete, an amazing athlete. I never seen him dribble, but that shot was
there.
wet.
It was
and they did a little competition.
You're probably better than you shooting.
Definitely not. I'm better than you. Definitely, they did a little competition at PSG too. Like on the pitch, they were showing like they had a hoop out there, like shooting, and he was banging all of them on everybody. Okay. Neymar, black ass over here, think he's so wet.
All right.
But anyway, that's my people. Let me say them real fast. My favorite players of the decade: Ho Hart, a.k.a. Joe Hart, DJ Isco Mo City, Isco, Ronaldo, Nacho, Jo Hwan Woo, goalie for South Korea, Valdivia, Cuadrado, Joel Campbell, and Edinson Cavani, the best number 9 ever. F what you heard.
All right, my turn because that was ridiculous.
You got 30, so I'm taking a nap.
Yeah, we all need to from that long ass segment you did. So I'm gonna start off with the strikers.
Okay.
Number 1 is definitely one of my all-time favorites. As a youth, this was somebody who I wanted to be like. I wanted to embody the game I played. I wanted to be just like him.
Icardi.
And his one of the more impressive things is longevity. And how things he was doing, of course not the top level, but even the good teams on teams later on his years. Didier Drogba from Ivory Coast is one of my favorite players to watch. A combination of speed, power, and still having a soft touch. Two-footed. It's always funny. You don't think of you think of people can always say they talk about Chelsea's history. Chelsea's history is maybe cute talking about Frank Lampard, but everybody remembers what Drogba was doing. Drogba's the reason they won Champions League. Drogba and his so fresh hair all to the side with the head. No, not the later years. When he had the hair to the side with a headband, I was like, he's dope. No. He was so dope. But yeah, he was incredible. I mean, literally, you want to, if you were to tell a kid, what kind of striker I should follow and watch, that's somebody to watch tape on. That's the guy right there.
Come on.
No, Drogba. Another one. One of probably the most influential players in South American world history in the sport. People, we can all talk about how amazing R9 is, a phenomenal Ronaldo. Okay. He was incredible, and I loved Ronaldo too. But Ronaldinho was just something that you don't ever forget. You don't forget about what he did to the sport. You don't forget his influence. Decade? He was this decade, yes.
But I mean, was he doing his thing this decade?
He was getting a crack. He was getting a crack at his decade.
2010.
Yeah, he was. So Ronaldinho was incredible. And the biggest thing people forget about. People love to talk about with this decade, and Bam likes to talk about some damn South Korean goalie, but talks about decades to me, which is dope. But anyways, they talked about a South Korean. Somebody that he never mentioned before. So anyways,
that's not true.
Then to stop talking. The biggest thing people don't mention this is when he actually revitalized his career for a short stint at Atletico Mineiro. That was incredible. Winning Libertadores with them, that was a dope ass run. He's just incredible. Like Ronaldinho forever.
Number one Bolsonaro supporter.
He is. All of them are on this list. Number 3, another striker that just warms my heart whenever I watch him play. Sad it's a booty ass team, but he's so good. The one and only Super Mario Balotelli. That's my guy forever. I don't need to say more because I say too much, but he is literally the man. If you were to talk about be a striker, he throws all those rules out the window and shows you what it's like to be something completely different, but just as dangerous. And dumb goals he put on Germany, they still don't forget about it. They don't forget about those goals.
Number one sufferer of racism in football.
Oh, it's insane. He's a magnet for the suffrage.
No, that's not the right word, but okay.
Suffering.
Thank you.
Like the movie. Conjuring watch. I'm sorry. Number four.
Trash.
Is Bam mentioned him too, I believe. Maybe not. I'm kind of tripping right now. Is the North American All-Star, the greatest African American of all time, soccer player. CR7, of course. That guy is going from that wearing that 9 jersey in Real Madrid to going to I think it's four chips over there at Real Madrid. I forgot so many damn times he won Champions Leagues.
Yeah.
4
or 5.
5. No, 1 at Man U and then 4 Real. Okay. Stupid amount. Yeah, people like to compare people, but when you can't compare that number though, that's ridiculous.
Okay.
Another one of my favorites. As a kid, I used to be really upset that I have to watch him play on a team I hated, but it's one of those things that it doesn't matter sometimes when you watch these players. Bam is literally all the way in the kitchen right now. It doesn't matter where you watch him. You go, wow, that guy's super amazing. Samuel Eto'o. Samuel Eto'o was insane. Such a great player. Damn shame that he was playing for Barcelona. Would love to see him on Real jersey or any other team actually. Just suck to see him on Barcelona. But
he's African though, so
baller Cameroon player. So good.
You said he was arrogant though.
But he was stupid, ridiculously good. That was such speed and class. He was so good. Another one of my favorites from this era. Another one of my favorites from this era. Not some random South Korean goalie. Bam doesn't know what club he plays for right now. And don't say Jeonbuk Hyundai. That's my favorite team.
It's Daegu or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it.
You don't know. Don't be saying those kind of words here. Prince Boateng, dog. Prince Boateng on AC Milan was stupid. He was ridiculous. He was insane, and he did walk off that pitch though. So Prince Boateng, he was so dope, and of course that was on the heels of 2010 was the World Cup year. That was Turnt. It was a Turnt Ghana team, but did not work out.
Because Luis Suarez put his life on the line.
To shut down an African team. Good for him.
We all know black crime, black on black crime.
I got nauseous when you said that. Bam already talked about Squared. You know who you are.
Cuadrado,
real one.
Amazing, underrated, underappreciated.
It was hard for me to write this name. This name hurt. This name is turbulent for me. This is a person that's up and down, and recently it's been down, and it hurts because I've been following this guy since a minute. Neymar. Neymar is just... This dude went from my favorite guy to look up in 2010 to my favorite guy to my biggest sigh whenever I see his name printed on a tweet now. I'm like,
why?
Because now I'm like, oh God, what happened this time? I click on it.
He ain't even doing nothing since the summer.
Your number one highlight of him is me reading his WhatsApp messages.
Yeah,
so quit talking. Neymar on there.
You bleaching?
It's called Winter. So another one. Same thing with him. It was Winter. Another one.
Bleachy.
I gotta get these rolls. Another one. People don't talk about this guy a lot. Nani was a baller, dog. I like Nani a lot.
He's a baller.
I hated watching Man U, and I hated watching Ronaldo on Man U, but I damn sure also hated Nani because they were both killing it. That was a ridiculous lineup to have. Those two on the wing. That's a crazy ass combo to have
Nani's
out there.
A baller.
Nani is super good.
He was balling in the Euros.
I never banged. People say, "Oh, Nani never lived it up to it." I'm like, I don't understand.
Who was he supposed to be?
Yeah, I'm like, he was just a very effective baller player. That was a lot of fun to watch. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. And he was one of those guys. If you sleep on him, he will punish you.
Yeah, for real.
And he's like 37 doing work on Orlando City right now.
He played for Fenerbahce, right, in Turkey. He was thugging.
He was thugging, definitely. Nani on there. Another one I love to watch. Another African player that I love watching.
Suarez?
Gervinho. I love watching Gervinho. That Roma run was dope. That hairline is crazy. His resurgence in Serie A this year has been beautiful to watch on Parma.
Yeah,
so happy for him because as much as we talked about this show, how happy I was for players getting their check and their money in China. Unfortunately, the lack of spending of television contracts in America has not allowed us any access to watch these games, which is stupid. It's stupid. So hopefully, maybe next year ESPN does something like that. I love to see some of those games myself. I don't mind, or at least the Asia League Champions League would be cool to watch too.
For sure. Gervinho also, I would never forget in the 2000, I want to say 15 AFCON. It was Ivory Coast against Ghana, I want to say, in the final. And I just never forget Gervinho. It was penalties. Remember I put the penalties on Snapchat?
Yeah.
And Gervinho was like sitting in a chair facing the other way. He couldn't watch. I always thought that was really dope.
The story of his nickname is really dope too. Talking about coming up as a kid at Ivory Coast, and they say he was so ball. They reminded him of like a Brazilian Ronaldinho.
Well, he had a Brazilian coach too.
Yeah, and so they call him Gervinho. Like, that's really cool.
Brazilian
That's a
out there.
cute ass name right there. Gervinho's really cool. So forever love Gervinho. I think players like that, especially winning AFCON in that decade. They'll be talking about that. The next generation will talk about how they probably watched that and they saw him and players like him and Yaya Toure and Drogba on that. One of my saddest times too was, of course, the 2010 World Cup was a blast. At the same time, it was heartbreak because as much as people were happy about how Ghana was doing and Ghana potential, to me it was the last hurrah for Drogba. I was like, this is it, man. This is right here. This is it. This is the dream team. Gervinho's like 27. Drogba's like 34, and Yaya's like sitting in his late 20s. This is it. This is when they kind of got to do it. This is a good team here, and they literally, I think, lost the last match on a bullshit penalty against Greece. That was the most BS call ever. Look that up. That was BS. They should not have lost that match. Should have advanced off all ties and one loss.
Freedom fighter handball. doing it for all the black people in Latin America. What? You and Luis Suarez?
I don't know. I saw Luis.
Huh? Same hair. Y'all ain't never seen Caesar's hair.
Luis Suarez's hair is so straight. You're stupid. Get out of here.
What's yours?
Does this look straight to you? Are you kidding me? Look at this, man.
Caesar, you and Luis Suarez have the same hair.
You're literally blind. You don't know about hair because you don't have any. So next one, another one of my favorite players. I'm sad I had to put Argentina on here, but it's true. He's a baller. Please get on my face. Kun Aguero, such a good player. A lot of fun to watch. Kun Aguero is one of those players that you don't know what position he's going to be until later in his years. Because that body type, you don't know what that guy's going to play. And he's such a good 9. It's ridiculous. He's such a good player.
Shout out to
instant impact player.
Shout out to the homie Victor I met in Target the other day. We bonded over he wasn't sure I knew about soccer for real until we talked about Kun Aguero. Then he knew I was a real one.
Yeah. You talking about how you're like cool with Monkey Chance?
I'm definitely not cool with Monkey Chance.
Another player that came on for me in the last 2 years. You watch him before me? Sadio Mane, dog. Sadio Mane is a lot of fun to watch. He's a baller. Sadio Mane is so good. Bam was talking about him.
In Southampton. I said he's better than
Bam
Messi.
told me to check out this dude in Southampton. Have you heard this guy named Mane? I was like, no, who's that? And I was like, I don't watch I don't watch Southampton games.
I said, this guy is Sadio Mane on Southampton. He's better than Messi.
You did say that. That was hilarious, which is still true. That was my strikers.
Oh,
Fun
damn.
list. Now we're on to the midfielders.
Lord.
Oh, yeah. Let's get it, baby. The one and only, Bam's favorite defensive midfielder in the whole world, Case Miro, top of the list. Case Miro, some incredible goals for Real Madrid. Saved our asses in Champions League. It's a good player. Sometimes amazing tackler, other times mad reckless. Another one.
Good.
You can quit the show if you want. Another one. Makelele. Love Makelele, dog. That was
this decade? I'm asking.
Such a baller. Great player.
Makelele, but okay.
Matuidi, another fun player I love watching.
Matuidi. This dude can't even get these people's names
Just
right.
Blaze, baller. I'm not French. Pogba going from the Juve days to Man U now. He disappeared, and he did have that. We talk about how he's played.
Oh, come on, dog. Makelele didn't play this decade.
Yeah, he did. So he balled out. Get off your phone. I forgot you had a working phone.
This dude retired from France in 2008.
That doesn't count. He played for PSG in 2011. So, anyways,
this dude's cap as hell right now. Go ahead, I'm listening.
Another one, David Beckham, dog. David Becks, man. David Becks was balling.
Come on, man. Was that this decade?
It was. Zlatan was on PSG with him.
All right. I'm looking. I mean, but come on, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying, though. Like,
you mentioned a South Korean goalie that you've never mentioned on this show.
This dude.
Show me the ear. Show me the ear. Show me the ear. Show me the ear.
Caesar. Okay, man.
Show me the ear.
Caesar, this dude.
I see a 13 on there.
Caesar, this dude. Can you chill? Okay, go ahead. Because you're going to violate me, and I don't want you to. This dude.
David Becks, dog.
Okay.
David Becks made it.
All right. Who else? Go.
Tragic over there, struggling.
He about to fall asleep.
Yeah.
Retired.
Bam threw me off. N'Golo Kante, baller. Another good player. Of course, Bam mentioned Isco Francisco. Such a good player. I'm not going to say this one because you're going to Google him.
No, so. Please.
Luis Figo, so good.
I think he retired 2002. What the hell's wrong with you? This dude's like 50 years old, man. Claude Makelele is 46, by the way.
So what?
This dude's 47. Oh, but we got the same birthday, so I'll rock with it. This dude stopped playing. Caesar, can you stop?
What year?
He stopped playing in 2009.
That was close.
Do you know what was the last team he played for?
No.
Inter.
Jesus.
Damn, this dude was a straight race trader. He played for Barcelona, Real Madrid heavy.
He did. Also, Alonso was a really good player for Real Madrid. Thought he was a baller. And also Bayern Munich. Xavi. Xavi was so good. I also mentioned Yaya Toure, even though his recent comments are kind of stupid. Good player. My defender list is mad short, so don't worry, we're almost done.
Yeah. Toure's a real one, dog. Baller.
Koulibaly's on there. Love watching Koulibaly. Such a good player. I'm glad he got the captain's band.
Figgity Niznacks. Go ahead. Look at his hair.
Did you say Figgity Niznacks?
His hair right here.
Figgity Niznacks?
Same as Luis Suarez.
Man, I think Ben was crashing, y'all. Figgity Niznack. Figgity? Can the episode be called Figgity Niznacks? Next one. Thiago Silva from crying gate to crying because he beat the quarterfinals, beat Chile or something like that, to where he is now and winning Copa America.
He did win Copa America.
You did, big dog. You did it. You showed dumbass. Dunga, yeah. Dumbass was good. I know we all remember him from getting crossed up by Messi, but man, I really enjoyed watching Jerome Boateng. He's a good player.
Okay.
Jerome Boateng was a solid defender. A lot of fun to watch.
Still doing his thing. He's still here.
That should definitely be gone. And of course, I didn't mention my two favorite fullbacks of the entire decade. Two favorite fullbacks right here. Marcelo. Young Cello Marcelo.
Gia.
Damn, dark tired. And number 2, Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba, stupid, nasty from day one to today, and unfortunately, he's on Barcelona. And my honorable mention, because I don't care about goalies, Iker Casillas, dog. Real one forever. Iker forever. Iker. Never forget about Iker.
Stupid.
And Mam said Fiznacks earlier.
Okay, Caesar. Anything you're looking forward to in 2020?
Yeah, I really want to see the.
Oh wait, can I have an honorable mention too? Favorite player, Megan Rapinoe. You get some love for the female player, Megan Rapinoe. You like Alex Morgan. I'm not really a big fan of Alex Morgan. I love Megan Rapinoe. And and we were talking about her before everybody.
No, I like that one chick they have now.
Who?
The little
Messy. The one that's
one.
like Messi? Oh my gosh, she's ridiculous.
Good. If I had a kid that was that good, like, you're literally insane.
I'd be like, we're not talking to no boys. They will try to bring you down.
Yeah, you're just way too good.
You can only talk to basketball players. Any soccer player dude is gonna try to tackle you and break your ankle. Okay, Caesar. Anything you're looking forward to 2020?
Yeah,
football-wise?
I really want to see what happens to Barcelona. I want to see what happens to Real Madrid. I think 2020 is gonna the off season going into the next season is gonna be intricate time to see what kind of moves are made. We're talking about the later stages, some of the two upper echelon. I watched that video the other day, and Ronaldo and Messi were talking about how often in history have you talked about two players for an entire decade being on top of the world and winning all the awards every single year. It's interesting to see they're hitting their mid 30s to early 30s. It's pretty much getting over, and if it's not over, the swan songs are going to start. So makes me wonder what's going to happen next. Where's the sports going to transition over? We've had transition every year, and we'll see what happens next.
Yeah, Real Madrid looking a little bit better for the future.
And investing in the youth compared to Barcelona is still picking up, not paying Vidal.
Yeah, well, he's right. I think Barcelona just spent all their money on Messi, honestly.
Yeah. And then Vidal.
Yeah, he has some lawsuits, correct. I don't know if he's drunk or like they owe him money.
I'm down, believe him. He's Chilean.
I'm looking forward to in 2020. I'm looking forward to the Euros. That'll be cool to see. Like the Euros group stages are kind of whack, but I enjoy the Euros. Like once it gets to the knockout stage. Yeah, just looking forward to Champions League. See what's going to happen. Liverpool's dominating. They could end up being a dominating team for the next 2-3 years. Who knows?
They keep that core, yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
Firmino, okay, dog. Copa America winner, Firmino.
Absolutely. And, yeah, like seeing some of the young talent, see what happens with America. I feel like it's going to get worse. And major thing I'm looking forward to 2020 is these damn elections. Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm trying to see what's up with these presidential elections. That's the only thing I goddamn care about in 2020. Can we not get this fool in the White House reelected, please?
I don't care if he gets kicked off. I just don't get him back in office.
Please don't. I'd rather Caesar be president than him. And that's saying a lot.
That is.
Because his hair is more straight than Luis Suarez right here. Damn. That looks kind of cool, actually. Anyway, we made a podcast last episode of the decade/year. Make sure you check out Audio Face Podcast, the best music podcast.
Perhaps a
in the world.
matchup in January.
Perhaps I don't know what this guy is even saying.
A mashup episode.
There we go, mashup. Yeah, we might do something like that in January. Yeah, we'll be having the We Made It Awards at the end of the season, coming up around May or so. Then next year around this time, we'll be having the We Made It Music Awards on whatever platform we're on. And yeah, you know what I mean.
Title.
Make sure you keep it locked and subscribe. Yeah.